Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another Talksover, Xander Talks Disney. Do I really have to say legal stuff here? I just did, so I just said legal stuff. And I said it again. Okay, I admit that was not funny. So, for a little Valentine's Day treat to you guys, I'm giving you guys another commentary. I originally was not going to do it until March, but I had another video planned for today, but I think I would get a chance to film it or even finish the script, so this is going to have to do. Because I did promise something for Valentine's Day, and thankfully I am talking over probably my favorite episode of Xander Talks Disney that I have ever made, which is the top 15 Stan Lee MCU cameos, or whatever I decide to name it that week. I don't consistently stick on a name, as you can tell. I admit I am not the best at stuff like that. Anyway, I don't really have much to say. This was actually a fun episode to make. It was kind of fun for me to edit and write at the same time. It was just basically me giving small bits of commentary between cameos. Plus, I originally intended to make this for as anticipation for Endgame, which was coming out at that time. And at that same time, I was also rewatching all the MCU movies. That was kind of fun. If you want to see the chronology about that, I think I pronounced that word wrong, but you know what I mean. I did left the entire folder, 2 folders of it on my Instagram at Xander the Boss, which I totally recommend you check out. That's all I gotta say. In 3, 2, time for commentary. So yes, as you can tell, this was one of those. This was the last video before I had the legal stuff for I own nothing. Okay, bye, which I got rid of not long after because I thought it was stupid. And this opening bit, this was actually from the D23. Disney Legends
One
ceremony.
In a bookstore,
I had to put this in. I originally wanted to put it at the end of the Mickey Mouse video, but I decided, the video was long enough. I think it was safer just to move it to something else, because I knew I was going to have to do something big for Avengers Endgame. And this was it. I had to throw it in because, honestly, it made sense. I just love how Stan was kind of a Disney nerd as well.
And after a few months, I bought The Art of Walt Disney.
I wonder if that book actually... That book he's talking about probably costs like hundreds of dollars in today's money.
He was an inspiration. He was something to reach for, to be like him.
Well, not 100% like him. I don't think anybody wants to smoke.
I'm standing here.
And also a lot of other things I don't want to talk about in here.
And we've
Sorry, Stan.
tribute to Jack.
Yeah, that was the same year they gave Jack Kirby a Disney Legend award.
It is so thrilling, I can't tell you.
But honestly, it made sense for Stan to get as well as Jack Kirby.
Of course, I can't leave without saying Excelsior.
You really think I was going to talk over that?
You may be gone, but thanks to the amazing legacy.
I wish I talked this better, this line here.
Half the Marvel Universe, which hopefully didn't get obliterated in the snap.
Oh, God.
Thanos.
Yeah, that was actually the first joke I wrote, I think.
Like me.
And I still have that Avenger shirt, by the way.
A pretty hilarious cameo in any Marvel movie.
I really had to mention any Marvel movie because, well, you'll see a second. Band Force Stick, now available on Disney Plus for some reason. Weird that showed up on Disney Plus before the others. And of course, I had to bring up this cameo from the Deadpool 2 trailer, No Good Deed.
He doesn't have to appear in Marvel movies.
Yeah, he doesn't really...
He shows up in wherever the heck he can.
Yeah, I had to bring up Big Hero 6, which, yeah, even though it's technically a Marvel property, it was made by Disney. The animation. The Simpsons, because he did multiple on The Simpsons. Even officiated Comic Book Guy's wedding. And I had to bring this up. A bad movie geek confession. I did not see Teen Titans Go to the movies until long after this episode. But it was so funny to see Stan Lee in a DC movie.
But today, in anticipation for the brand new movie, Avengers Endgame...
Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that. I released that literally days before Endgame.
Favorite Stan Lee cameos in the Marvel.
I don't know why I talked like that. I think it was just easier for me to do it because I don't know how to do a big announcer voice. Except now I can. I did think that well through. Sorry.
He really doesn't do much, but then again, a lot of lower on my list.
Okay, I should probably point out all the little watermarks and such you see in these videos, these little cameos. I found most of these from YouTube because I had no idea how to rip them from the movies itself. It was just easier to get from YouTube for me. And I don't really want to rip it because honestly I think somebody would actually wind up coming to my house. So it was just easier to go onto YouTube and get it.
Really did put the emphasis on the word strange in Doctor Strange.
And yeah.
Oh, I get it now.
No, I got it when I originally saw it.
Let's go all the way back to when the MCU began.
And I wish I said that better, but...
Classic.
And yeah, for some reason that whole classic rule...
What's a classic and what's not.
Rule is says what's over 25 years old, but you know, screw it, I know what a classic is.
He crosses paths.
Then again, I consider Emperor's New Groove a classic. Which is, in a way.
Or so he thought.
Or so he thought. That's probably my favorite because it's just funny to see Stan Lee as Hugh Hefner. But then again, not long after, in Iron Man 2, he thought that Stan Lee was... I think it was Larry King, wasn't it? I don't remember 100%. It's been a while since I watched Iron Man 2.
It's still funny with Louis saying it.
Yeah. I love this one, honestly. Not my personal favorite. I like it. As you guys know, I like the Ant-Man 2 better.
I am Groot.
And I could not resist talking like Groot there. I wish I did it with a deeper voice or a high-pitched voice, or in this case, deeper since it's, yeah, it was just funnier that way.
Where's your wife, old man?
And I did not notice that little Twitter handle there. I'm sorry.
Shut up, Rocket. You're just jealous no one was smart enough to build a female raccoon for you.
And probably got voiced by Lady Gaga.
Oh. Optimism.
Yeah, and this bit, I could not resist referencing the Lego Ninjago movie, because that was actually the first joke I came up with it.
Tailgate ripped off.
By the way, if no one ever saw Lego Ninjago movie, I do not blame you. It's not the best of Lego movies, but still.
Turns out I don't have to feel bad.
And this one right here is actually my mom's favorite Stan Lee cameo because of how Stan accidentally pronounced
the name of a
Tony Stark's name wrong. On, you know,
Are you Tony Stank?
Tony Stank. I just love how Rhodey
makes fun of you and your name with insults that are...
Yeah, that kind of joke is like kindergarten level, but it's still funny. And originally after this little cameo right here, I originally wanted to cut to clips of the cops from Springfield segment from The Simpsons, but it was just easier not to. And by the way, I'm well aware that joke I made after it did not age well.
You could be a worse cop.
I apologize for how bad that joke is. Even I admit that joke did not age well.
The hairstylist shows up with the giant razor.
And I originally cut this clip short. Story had a longer speech. And after this part, there was supposed to be some more speech, but I cut it down. I jokingly said I made the broadcast edit of the movie before it even broadcasted. But then I saw the CBS airing of it, and they actually kept it, which I thought was kind of surprising.
Let's just say this is your typical college student.
Yeah, I couldn't resist making fun of this bit, and of course I can't talk over. You really think I was not going to talk it? And by the way, that is, yes, I admit, that water bottle was kind of full. And I always keep the water bottle at hand because I do get a little dehydrated when I make this stuff. But still, yeah, I was 21 when this episode came out. I'm 23 now, and I still rarely drink, by the way.
Or you're forced to drink alcohol. Besides, this is water.
I have reasons why I don't drink that much. And this little bit with the Spider-Man bit, I couldn't resist talking about J. Jonah Jameson and the best J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons, and the fact that, oh boy, I couldn't resist throwing a Gravity Falls joke, which kind of tied into my Gravity Falls video I made later on that year. How's your mother?
An old white guy complaining about
Spider-Man. Old white guy complaining about Spider-Man. Yeah, that's
this guy's job.
I couldn't resist, and I used Ultimate Spider-Man, which is the.
Thank you.
And I just couldn't resist. Same voice actor, by the way.
Whoops, wrong clip. Or is it the right one?
I couldn't resist the conspiracy sound
in
in my voice.
I don't know if it's me or not, but is every school.
Yeah, I had to bring this up. I'm guessing it was because of the school district I went to as a kid, but I always felt like the bus driver was an old white dude.
Aliens invade that place all the time. No,
Well, especially in Marvel movies, and aliens invade it all the time.
Keep on getting blown up in a Marvel movie.
Or in any movie in that matter, because I think they...
That matter because,
Yeah. You know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles exist, Xander. Oh, and by the way, I had to bring up this Captain... I apologize for that. That was intended to be cringy, and even I cringe at that. I will never do that again. And, by the way, this little bit I mentioned, Honest Trailers, that's an actual clip from the Honest trailer of Black Panther. I actually did appear in the opening bit of Honest Trailers. I actually also appeared in the Honest trailer for Aladdin 2019 in the beginning. Somehow I managed to get it twice, which I'm still surprised. And yes, that is an actual
If you
bit.
still don't believe me,
I recommend you watching the entire video. Click that little eye card there after this bit, by the way.
First Avengers movie.
And yeah, Avengers Assemble was the UK name.
Now, even though it was only 7.
Yeah. New York? Give me a break.
Yeah, thank
Sorry.
you, Catherine Obvious.
Catherine Obvious. That's a reference to Victorious. And this is the last bit right here. I really wanted to talk about this whole theory that Stan Lee is actually the head watcher. I don't remember his name. I think it's Watu. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. It's hard to remember these names.
Made this number 2 and really high on my list because
it has a pretty good theory, which I thought is actually pretty interesting. But I'm guessing with What If coming out, it's
Mulder and Scully when you need them.
It's kind of hard to talk.
I mean,
talk about it.
For crying out loud, it's harder to find them than a replacement director for Guardians 3.
And yeah, this little bit right here, I wish I cut because James Gunn. This was came out around the time James Gunn was rehired for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I still thought was funny.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
And this bit right here.
Gunn is...
That landed on my chip there, by the way, that phone. And that case didn't last long. And I could not resist having Drax laugh. Because Dave Bautista was one to spearhead the whole rehire James Gunn thing. That was a nifty little reference. And I had to bring up this Thor of the Dark World one because I couldn't resist the shoe bit.
Can I have my shoe back?
Could you also give me my...
I don't know why I decided to do this bit, because honestly, nothing about it would cut it. And I could not show the Captain Marvel one because it was still in theaters at the time. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I had to show my phone, which I would never want to do on this show, but it was one of those cases where I just went, screw it, I'll do it.
I'll just describe it to you. Yes, I know how redundant that sounds. Shut up. So
Redundancy, Department of Redundancy.
Basically, him on the train before Captain Marvel punches that old lady.
Yeah, the old lady scroll. Because oh boy, the internet was right about that, and I was wrong. Sorry if you heard me. My microphone.
You don't mind if it's in the shot, right?
But yeah, that was the only way. Sadly, this is the way. I wish Mandalorian came out beforehand so I could have just referenced that, but what are you gonna do?
You may know better for the Jay and Silent Bob films.
Yeah, and this little
cameo in that movie.
And this little
a lot of 90s nostalgia.
Little bit of Kevin. That's not really a Kevin Smith joke.
Does that mean Kevin Smith was infected by the snap?
Nope. And this.
I hope not.
I had to bring that up because it was not long after Kevin Smith had a heart attack.
With this pretty hilarious.
Come on, he's been through enough. And I had to bring this up.
Well, the 60s
And yeah, the claps and the chef's kiss, that was actually my favorite. It is my favorite because, honestly, it couldn't be used either way, but it was just funny to mention that one.
Said that his last cameo will be in Endgame, but
and it was not a good cameo. I'm sorry.
For another few more films.
It was funny, but it was not a good one.
This is also the same studio that says.
Yeah, I had to bring up this bit because.
Will remain dead. Yeah, I don't.
Because yeah, this.
This poster proves it. And with Endgame coming out soon,
Yeah.
depending on whenever you're watching this,
Yeah,
well, just remember, this might be his last cameo.
and it was. Yeah, yeah, by the way, he did not appear in Far From Home.
Stanley cameo. And by the way, I'm
And,
not going to...
and also, this applies to this video as well. If you have a favorite Stan Lee cameo, tell me in the comments. It could be from X-Men, the other Fantastic Four movies. Hell, it could be Princess Diaries for all we know, since he appeared in that one. Wait, would that mean the Princess Diaries is an MCU movie?
Please like, share...
Oh, that'll be a nifty little cameo in a future movie. Probably know that. And by the way, I already know for a fact there's not going to be a Stan Lee cameo in Black Widow, since I think they filmed that back in 2019. Back when it was supposed to come out in 2020 before we got the year off from MCU. But I deserved it. And I don't know why I decided with the potato farmer joke. It was funny. It seemed funny in the past, but it's not.
Follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter or on Instagram. I almost said Facebook.
I don't use
No, I'm
Facebook.
gonna say it's at Xander the Boss. I thought of changing it, but unfortunately...
Yeah, I thought of changing it back then, but everybody voted no, and I originally wanted to go with Xander
Anyway, guys,
Mouse,
thanks
but
for
that was
watching,
taken.
And it's my usual outro. I'll just say this for Stan
Because
himself.
I couldn't resist.
Excelsior!
Oh god, I have no muscle tone. And this was after I got my old microphone, so I thought it would have been interesting than just having nothing in the background. And there were some movies and shows I forgot to add into this bit. And I did want Media Blackout after this episode came out because I really wanted not to get spoiled by Endgame.
I'm going to be doing very special vocal shout-outs at the end of my video.
Yeah, that was back when 20th Century Fox was still was still called 20th Century Fox. And I forgot to put in Ultimate Spider-Man, but I did not know the episode, so yeah. I apologize for that. Just imagine I put that in later on, and I could not resist the Xander will return bit, because, you know, it's a post-credits tag. Why not? That's pretty much what I gotta say. That's all. So for my final thoughts, this is still my favorite episode. It's honestly nice to see me rewatch and relive this, because this was actually a lot of fun to make. Normally I have a pain time editing and stuff like this, but I had fun with this one. I think it's because I'm a Marvel nerd. I mean, I respect all the other ones, not so much DC, but that's because everything keeps on... That's because DC doesn't even know what the heck they're doing anymore. Although I did enjoy Shazam, but that's a different story. That's all I gotta say. That's pretty much it. Okay, thanks for listening and rewatching with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ZareTheBoss. And until next time, I'll see you real soon with an actual video, because I was going to post something different this day. I think I already said that earlier, but I was originally going to post something different, but I'll wait till later this month. And it's not going to be another Xander Talks Disney video. What will it be then?